Hi, this is Fran from coventrypilates.co.uk and this is my shoulder and upper back extension workout for tight shoulders, working on improving the posture and the strength through the upper back and shoulders. We're going to start here in kneeling, but you could do this in standing as well. Bringing the arms up overhead first of all, rolling down. We're coming to bring the hands towards the knees, aiming to create a curve through the spine here. We then come up, we squeeze through our bum, pushing the hips forward slightly with a very small back extension there. We bring the arms down to the side, and from there we go into a side bend, just stretching over as far as we can. From there it's into a twist, keeping the hips fairly still but allowing a little freedom of movement there as we turn through the spine. Curling and rolling forward, bringing the arms up by the head, squeeze through the bum, extension back, just a small amount, not putting any pressure onto that low back. We really need to squeeze those bum muscles to make sure it's not just a back bend. We want to extend from the hips. So we're twisting through here. We're going to do a couple more here. So it's curling up and over, bring the arms around, curling through, just reach to the knees, round the spine. Here, squeeze through the bum, very small back bend, return to center. Drop the arms to the side and then come into your side bend, just reaching and extending as far as you can. Through the twist there, just nicely turning. Let's think about breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time through, following with the breath. So from the breath that we did before, we're generally exhaling whenever we're going into a movement. So we tend to inhale on the transitions and exhale on the effort. Turning through here. So our last one, and from here we're going to bring the arms down and bring ourselves gently onto the mat. First of all, taking our arms way to the side into our prone flutters. The aim here is to lift from your shoulder blades so that your arms hover up away from the floor. We're trying to avoid drawing the arms back with this one. The key thing is to move through the arms, but not the upper body. So we're not extending up here and using the muscles lower down in the back. We're fairly relaxed actually through the legs here, the bottom and even the low back, as we keep the upper body nice and still and we focus on lifting the arms as high as we can. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower, so it's nice and controlled. And we'll aim for about 15 repetitions here. We're nearly there, so last few here. Breathe out to lift, breathe in to lower. And we're going to feel that work in between the shoulder blades, around the back of the shoulders and in the arms as well. We'll do a last one, so final time, and from there just bring the arms in and let them rest to either side. It's beginning of swan dive next, so we soften and relax through the shoulders now. So they've just been doing all that lifting up, now they soften and relax. We draw them very slightly backwards and we do an upper chest lift here. For this movement we're staying here, we're only going through the upper spine movement for now. So we're trying to draw the shoulders slightly back and move between the shoulder blades. So it's this upper portion of the back that's moving, and again, we're fairly relaxed here in the low back, the bottom, the legs. They're not really doing anything at this height of the movement. Our focus is not moving the head, so we don't want to lift the chin, look forward, keep the chin tucked in, and just allow that movement to come through the upper part of the spine. Your arms aren't pushing you, they're actually gently relaxing. So your arms are resting nicely on the floor, so you're not having to pick them up and hold them, because that would make too much work down through the lower back, which we're trying to avoid with this one. So it's gentle support with those arms, nice and easy. We'll do a last couple of repetitions here. Again, probably working through about 15 all together. From there, we bring the hands in by the shoulders, we come up onto the hands and knees, and we roll up into cat, and then down to cow. So we're lengthening the other way, and we just do a couple of those just to release and relax those shoulders and the spine a little bit. We have a brief stretch back there into our child's pose, creep the fingers forward slightly, and just take a couple of settling breaths there. We slide the hands in by the knees and we push ourselves up, rolling the spine up. From here we turn over onto the back and we roll ourselves down to the floor. So tucking the tailbone, just allow yourself to come down nicely there. We bring the arms up overhead. We're going into toy soldiers, so as we breathe out, we lengthen the arms as much as we can, focusing on keeping the rib cage down here. We inhale, arms cross over, we exhale and we go the other way. Make sure you've got plenty of space behind you for this one. Inhale there, exhale, lengthen away. At the end of here, you've got rib cage down, so your ribs aren't popping up like this. Keep them stuck down, but don't force the low back down. Stay relaxed through here. Pressure is down through the rib cage, and we're really stretching backwards through the arm, but also long through the arm. And then we just keep alternating through there. So breathe out, stretch and lengthen. Breathe in and breathe out. So again, probably working through a good set there. This time about 20 repetitions, so that will be 10 each arm. So just lengthening away. Okay, keep going there. So it's taking that movement, lengthen, lengthen. And as we lengthen away there, trying, like I say, to keep the ribs connected, and it's feeling that real stretch through. So the fingers are lengthening away from one another, as well as the arm trying to come back as close to the floor as possible. Keeping the elbow and the wrist nice and straight, so we're reaching away rather than flicking from the wrist and pushing down. And we're into our last couple of repetitions here. There's a nice connection to the breath here too, as well as really stretching out those shoulders. We're getting a nice awareness of those core muscles. From here, coming down to relax. We're going to need a rolled up towel like this, so not very big or too thick. We place it there. We bring it in between the shoulder blades, like so. And you'll probably want to make sure the head is supported too. So you can see here that I've got the head supported on the towel, and the rest of the towel is coming down in between my shoulder blades. From there, I just take the arms away to the side, and I'm just going to let gravity do its job. Whilst I'm here, if I just tuck the tailbone and try and lengthen my low back slightly away, so like that, but don't hold that tension then, let it relax, so you're coming into a neutral position. And then from here, we just focus on our belly breathing. So we feel the belly gently rise and fall. And as we're doing that, like I said, we're just allowing gravity to do its thing, just gently opening through the shoulders here, drawing everything back, and we'll take another few breaths there. So it should feel fairly relaxing, although you might be feeling a bit of a stretch across the front here, and you'll definitely be feeling some work into the shoulders. My towel could have probably been doing a little bit, could have done with being a little bit longer, but it was just the one that I had here in the cabin. So I would say probably not any thicker. The roll up that I showed you is the right thickness, but you may just want it to be a little bit longer than my one. So we're coming up from here, we're just going to bring the arms in, reach them up to the top, stretch high, and then try and grip the towel. So you're drawing your shoulder blades up, and then you're squeezing them down. And just a couple there to finish off with. And then our final movement is just to very gently roll off the towel. So we bring it there. So yeah, to support the head nicely, like I say, it could have done with being about that length. We'll take that out of the way, and we're going to feel the shoulders are really nicely open and feeling a lot flatter on the floor than they normally do. We drop the knees together, we open the feet out so we can relax through there. We reach up as high as we can, and we're just going to take a few rolls through there to finish off. So not as many as we'd do in class. We're just going to keep the hands in the center there and gently encourage that turn. So last couple of times there, that will really nicely loosen everything out after that work. And we're going to come back to the centre. Grab the knees in towards the chest, and that is the end. Well done.